Hi, and welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. This evening, I'll be playing with the Pick a Season stamp set. This is one of the celebration free gifts with purchase, one of the exclusive products. And so I'll be doing a couple cards with it. This is my thank you card for February. So it's a clean and simple card, and then I have a stepped up version. So we'll do both of those, but hang around because I have two more cards to show you using some of the products that I use. So let me start by introducing myself. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 23 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. Okay, so I have the chat box open and it's telling me I have no internet. Well, that's a little crazy because I'm on the internet and it's working. So I'll see I'll check in and see. We had that trouble once before, which is just really discouraging because I love getting to visit with you. So let me show you. Here we go. Is the Pick a Season stamp set. And like I said, this is one of the celebration free gifts with purchase. This is with a $60 purchase. And when I'm talking dollars, I'm a US demo, so I talk in US dollars. All right. And so really cute. And we can do several seasons with this. I'm going to do a St. Patrick's Day card with the clovers. And we have hearts and flowers and little Easter eggs. So just adorable. Mine's, like I said, clean and simple. Let me show you this. And there we go. And so this is free with a $60 purchase. And it is just the cutest thing ever. Okay, so there we go. And so how about we go ahead and get started? And because it's such a nice, clean, and simple card, okay, see, my chat still isn't working. So, okay. It's a clean and simple card. So I thought, what a great time. It's been a while since I've done that to go ahead and use the paper trimmer because this is a great card for new stampers. So I have my paper trimmer here. Let me turn it so you can see it. And look at this. The blades, the guide is so long. I can put 12 by 12, look at that cardstock in here, and have the blades both at the top or bottom. I don't have to keep moving around, which is a beautiful thing. And so let's start with, we've got the dark gray is the cutter and the lighter gray is the scoring, and we'll use both. And so this is 8.5 by 11 basic white thick cardstock. I'm using the thick because this is my card base, and it's nice and sturdy, so it can stand on a shelf or on the table, wherever that may be. And so 11 inches long. We want to cut this in half, and so we'll place this at, here's 5 and 6, and that long line in between is the halfway mark. So at 5.5. So even though I can't see the chat, I'll be able to see it later. But of course, you know, um, say hello, and we've got just the nicest group of stampers that come and watch. And so while you're doing that, please make sure you like and share my video, and then pop in with a hello and comment. All right, so we're going to cut this in half, and I put it on that line, and I didn't show you as well as I normally do that I butt it up against here. I'll do this when I score it. And so now this will make two card bases for our medium basic white envelopes. And now I want to score this, and that's put a crease in there so I can fold it. So I'll pick this up. So half of 8.5 is 4.25. So we know that longest line in between is the half mark, and in between the whole number and the half mark, that second longest line is the 1/4 mark. So I'm placing it on the line, not next to it, butting it up against here to square it up. And you can follow the line down the whole way and know that you're nice and squared up. And then I don't apply a lot of pressure. So if you do, you don't need to necessarily go twice, but this puts that crease in there. So I get a really nice fold, because without that crease, it's crinkly and that's not pretty. So then I always line them up to the edges, and then I take my bone folder and give it that nice crisp fold. So let's have a look in that chat. Yep. Okay. So I think I'll give up on the chat for a while, but please do make your comments. So there we go. And look how sturdy, you know? I mean, well, you press hard enough, anything well, most anything will collapse, but a lot sturdier than just basic white cardstock. And whenever you're stamping on white cardstock, and for right here, I have the basic white cardstock. Both of these, the basic white and the basic white thick, have a smooth, tight finish to give you crisp, clean images. All right, so let's start stamping. And you know what? I'm using several colors, so I thought, well, this would be a good time to use my stamping sleeves. And my mom and I came up with these because I was tired of ruining my cards. And one of my sweet stampers was just glad to quit ruining her clothes. And so it's right here at my fingertips to give it a quick swipe after I'm done because, I really like the unmounted stamps. But now instead of the wood mounts, we have these acrylic mounts and we catch ink everywhere. And it's really easy to touch it and transfer it. Where this, boom, boom, done. And I don't know that I have this in. But anyway, it's, yeah, I don't have that in here. It's www, stampingsleeves.com to pick that up, and there is the link under the video to them. Alright, so I've got the Granny Apple Green, and I'm using the Granny Apple Green, well, because it's a pretty color, but also because for my Pick a Season card, I'm using another Celebration free gift with purchase. Let me grab this and show you. I chose my colors, here we go, from the Fruit Salad 6x6 Designer Series paper, and this is one of the free Celebration gifts. So I'm showing you the coordinating sides, so we don't have to keep flipping. But if you want to do where you flip it up, it already coordinates, which is really cool. So let me quickly show you all of these patterns. There we go. And so it is celebration time. And today, Stampin' Up! Added a whole bunch more, and we'll click on that, and maybe we'll do that before I forget, because, I sometimes have a short attention span. So here we go. Look at all of these choices Stampin' Up! Added today, and all right, they added 11, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, I have to do it over here. I've got, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, but they added a whole bunch more. I'm sorry. I had this all set up. Oh, here we go. Now I can scroll. I'm okay, really, I am. Not be able to chat with you has thrown me. All right, and so look, these are free with a $60 purchase. See these alphabet a la mode dies? They're $40. You can just go order them or order 60 and get them for free. I thought for sure they'd be free at the 120. And the trusty tool dies and the stamp set, you can go pick that up. We've got the Bee Builder Punch. I use this a lot, the Happy Labels Pick a Punch, and I think that's a $23 value. And one of my sweet stampers called today, and she was ordering the Beautiful Butterflies bundle. I said, ooh, let's get just the dies and the hybrid embossing folder. And we got her the stamp set for free. And the brush brass butterflies. Yeah, say that free. Say that 3 times fast. All right, and so there we go. And this, unfortunately, one of my sweet stampers called, and before I could get her order entered, it went from low inventory to currently unavailable. But this is a good time to tell you, if it says currently unavailable, that means they will get more in. It's when something completely disappears from the online store, it's just gone. But currently unavailable means it will be back. And so here are the last of the new exclusive, or the new additions today. These are all current products that you can purchase as well. I use that on my Christmas card this year. All right, so there we go. So let's come back, and very, very nice. And there we go. I'm back with the paper. So let's keep looking. These are so cute. So, oh, that should have probably been on top. The close-up of the orange slice, and and the pineapple rings, and the pears, and the apples, and the bananas. Okay, I don't know what those are. Everything else I can usually tell real easily, but that's okay. My dad always called them muskmelons. To me, they're cantaloupe. And there we go. Really colorful, pretty paper. And I'm using this on my card. Like I said, and I made some others. Okay, so now that we've seen that, because I get excited and forget so many things to talk about, because today also they added a few products to the last chance list, but with some really heavy discounts. So I've got the Granny Apple Greens. We're going to pick this up, slide that in, and there we go. Let me place this here. I'm eternally optimistic, so yeah, I'm checking the chat. Yeah, it tells me I have no internet. We know better. And oh, you know what? Here, the fruit salad paper that I was just showing you, there it is. So that's free with a $60 purchase. Very, very nice. Just the colors are so pretty. Okay. All right, so yesterday I was playing around and talking with a friend on the phone, and I stamped it upside down, so I'm making sure I have it the right way. All right. And, the photopolymer are nice because you can see where you're stamping. Let's come about right here, press everywhere. And there we go. You know what? That is not centered as well as I'd like. Let's try again. Let's try again and So I'm so glad you're joining me. So yeah, last chance products and yeah, so many celebration choices. I mean, I think we've got a lot of adorable exclusive choices. And somebody sent me an email. She was getting her order together and said, will the toadstool paper be in the next catalog? That's an exclusive celebration gift. And I said, oh no, celebration items are exclusive. They don't end up in the catalog. All right, I'm going to use that again. I'm going to set it aside, but way out of the way. And a quick swipe in case I picked up ink. Like I said, we get it all over the place. And then it's like, where did it come from? Okay. And then for my tree trunk, I'm going to use pecan pie. Pick this up, slide that in, quick swipe. And then I have my tree trunk. And it'll come right up in here. Very, very nice. Fantastic. So, and see, we pick it up in here. I push, I get it on here, trying to push on that lip. And that's where the stamping sleeves come in so nice. www.stampingsleeves.com. All right, so I still have this open for a reason. And in the stamp set, look, we've got grass, we've got the fence, you've got clouds, and you can build a little tree. Really adorable. So let's come down here and add the grass. That's really nice. It really helps ground it, doesn't it? All right, so let's go ahead and push. Yeah. And lock that in place. So like I said, I am going to make this into a St. Patrick's Day card using the shamrocks. And so garden green is one of the color in the fruit salad. And it's a great shamrock color, isn't it? All right. And so I've got this mounted on most of these I've used, except for the big one, are in the clear block B. And look at those grooves. They're rounded and just so comfortable to hang on to. And let's come in here and fill in. Fantastic. Last week I was a little hyper too, but everything worked out. I got through my video and everything came out. Haha, if you were here, you know what I'm talking about. Came out splendid. There we go. And so in these little voids, we get to fill it with whatever of the image that will suit you. Isn't that adorable? All right, so I will be using that again, but I think I'll go ahead and close it. Quick swipe. And whoops, there with the scissors. And you know what? Again, because it's such a simple card, this gives me time. How we clean our photopolymer stamps, as I make that look easy, is on the Simply Chamois, and I store it in one of these clear mount cases because you want it to be damp. And it starts off a really pretty purple, but it grabs all that ink and gets stained, but that's just fine. And when I'm, after I think it's sometimes it'll dry out even though it's in here, after weeks, or it feels a little too saturated, I just go to the sink, and I did that right before. I rinse it out with cool water, squeeze it because you don't want to leave it dripping wet, and store it in here. But this keeps my surface dry and helps it keep damp, so I don't need to do that over and over and over. So the Simply Chamois. And everything I'm using is listed under the video and available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, unless I tell you differently. And I'll be showing you something in just a minute. And so I played around with layering, and I just really liked it best on the white instead of any of the colors that I used. And that just dresses it up a layer on a layer. So what I have here is the Stampin' Seal in an inch in each corner. I just have never felt the need to do the whole thing, but you do you. I know some people, oh, a lady from church that I just adored, knew her forever. She says, "I don't want it to fall apart." I'm like, "Okay." I said, "All I hear is ka-ching," because bought a lot of it. At that time, it was snail, and now it's seal. So we've gone from bugs to, you know, marine animals. So there we go. And I don't know if you can see that layer, but it does really add a lot. And and so it's going right on here. Again, I tried the garden green, and it just felt like all of this popped better without fighting any other colors. So we'll lay this here, come back to my garden green, and what I'm going to use is Unbounded Love. And in here is Best of Luck. And I thought, oh, how fun for a St. Patrick's Day card. A lot of fun. So if you're just joining us, please like and share my video. That would really mean a lot to me. And these are the coordinating dies. Look at all these fantastic label dies. So this is available in a bundle. And if you don't have this yet, Celebration's a really great time to pick up something like this because you've got greetings and sentiments with this, and you can just mix and match so beautifully all of these. Like, wow. And so I have mine stored on one of these magnet cards that I get from Stampin' Storage. And that's a separate company from Stampin' Up. And there's the code on there. Oh, I should have changed that. February's here. The sale is over. Sorry I didn't fix that. But anyway, super strong magnet cards. And I just really like how they keep me organized. And then I put them into one of these pockets that I just flip through. I have my box that they're in, and I flip through because a lot of times I'm looking for maybe an intricate die, a lot of times a label die. And, there's so much more than just, um, available than just a set that's all circles or whatever labels. We've got a lot of label dies mixed in, and so anyway, the Unbounded Love, a beautiful, beautiful bundle, and that will help you get to a celebration gift. And so, like I said, I chose the Best of Luck, and so it was nice. I didn't need to have something specific for St. Patrick's Day when you have um, some stamp sets with so many different ones in it. So let's do this and come up over here. Let me move. I need stuff out of my way, people. And straight up and down. And there we go, right on there. Oh, look at that. Oh, for Peter's sakes, just laid my hand right in it. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And we'll be using some of this again in a bit. And then, secret to a really simple card is the layering. Even though I layered it on white, um, it's still the white on white and then dimension. And the pop of color that was offered with my adorable Pick a Season card. Okay, there we go. Get these going. And I'm using Stampin' Dimensionals. These foam adhesive dots really just add so much to our products or our cards instead of just laying them on there flat. That backing's already off. Okay. My poor hands have been through the mill, been doing some deconstructing around here, and yeah, I hit myself a lot and dug myself up, and but it's all good. And there we go. Now there at that angle, you can see the layer on the layer, and that looks really sharp, especially sharp in person. And so very simple. So now let's go ahead and step it up. So I have this part already stamped because we just did that, but I'm show you how I'm going to stamp that up. So we're staying with the basic white thick cardstock for our card base. And then I have this pattern in the Granny Apple Green from the Fruit Salad 6x6 Designer Series paper back with my Stampin' Seal. Let's do this. There we go. And see if I can line this up with the bottom. So you don't want it to hang over the edge. That's not a good look. So we'll pick it up and see. Well, all right, need to tack it down a little bit. I don't like to press until I'm happy with the placement. Oh, good. All right. So, and you know what? Let me grab my paper snips. Did you see that this is hanging over just the smallest bit, but not a good look? And so with my paper snips, love these things. I just take it against that edge and clean it up. You know, I used to do it from here and then it wasn't a straight line. And once I learned to turn it over and hold it against the edge of the card, I get a nice professional line. You would have thought I used my paper trimmer. Okay. And so then I got thinking about it. I thought, okay, so gold, right, for the pot of gold. And this is that gold open weave ribbon. And you think, oh my goodness, what is this? Like 1.25 inches wide, I think. 1.5. You think that is so big. I couldn't use it. Watch. We absolutely can. All right. So I'm going to tie it around here. And it crunches down really nice, but it's airy and pretty. And we'll see how it goes this time, but and I can crunch this a little bit more or leave it spread out. For my sample card, one time, oh, and those are the scissors I lost. Hold on. Things are always falling off my, ouch, falling off my table. And I did a lot of hitting my head too, so that may explain a few things. Anyway, when I tied it, it tied so beautifully the first time. I thought, wow, this is so easy to do. And it added such a pretty, airy touch to my card. Okay, I don't want a huge bow, so we'll play and fluff it and twist it a little bit, get it the way I want it to go. Here we go. Am I still in the screenshot? All right. There. Okay. So let's trim these tails. There we go. And let me see. Yeah. I scrunched it up a little bit on the other one. I mean, I didn't realize I did, but I did. Okay. So, and this, of course, will go here. We know how this, and now let's stamp our greeting. Let's bring back the garden green. Pick this up, slide that in. All right. And get this straight. Best of luck. Adorable, adorable, adorable. Okay. Push, click, a quick swipe. Back with our Stampin' Dimensionals. And see, that's what I bragged. I told you that it tied really easily the first time. Shouldn't have done that. That's still cute. And back with our Stampin' Dimensionals, one in each corner. You know that recolored Designer Series paper? Well, that was added to the last chance list and it's discounted. So you'll have to go check out the last chance products. There is a link under the video if you're watching on YouTube and see all the new additions. And you know what? If you can order it, it counts towards celebration. So, you can pick up stuff heavily discounted up to 80% off and still get a free celebration gift for every 60, or there are 2 of them at the 120. Okay, cute, huh? And then thinking about the gold, these low profile dots, I just love these, and they truly are. Let me see if they are, I mean, besides being pretty, the colors, can you see how thin these are? Really very low profile. I can't imagine having any trouble with any postmaster. And on my sample card, my bow is even smaller, so I'll show you that one. Okay. And let's try it. I got a one that actually has putty in it. And let's start with them fresh. That did not feel fresh. Are you kidding me? Oh, that one's out of putty too. All right. Well, you're supposed the whole, you get to when you have the putty, and I've done it. And it's really cool. It picks these up, so you don't have to get up and underneath. But I still press down on them so the adhesive sticks to the embellishment and not to the acetate sheet. Look at that. So we've got our gold, pretty airy bow, and these come in 2 sizes. Okay, I'm just making things look easy. Low profile. Okay, well, there's one way to do it. Okay, and I think another small one or large would be fine. But, Grandma always said, you do it in odd numbers, and it really is appealing. And there we go. So we have, I want to show you my other one that my bow works so easily. There we go. And because I can rework that. And so we have the first one, clean and simple, shamrock card, and then our stepped up version with our touches of gold. And so what this is, I've never done my thank you card of the month in a live video, but it's been interesting around here, so I did. And so what happens is every month I have an exclusive card for those placing their orders with me. So when you order $50 or more in February 2025 in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, I'm going to send you one of my pick a season shamrock cards, St. Patrick's Day cards. But bump your order up to 150 or more, and I'm going to send you one of my stepped up pick a season cards. So that is for February 2025. So I wish I could see the comments and see if you all like my clean and simple card and, and then the stepped up. You know what? I think my camera is still a little cattywampus from me hitting it. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple more cards. And I thought, well, using again the fruit salad paper, that's one of the patterns. And that white ribbon, isn't that pretty? And this is the white, and is it half inch? Half inch woven ribbon. You know what? Between the online exclusives and the mini catalog, they get mixed up which is in which. So, but this is one of the January releases, and just so soft and so pretty. And the basic rhinestones, I use the Real Red Stampin' Blend to add some red. So how cute! All right, and so then that fruit salad paper, I know we don't have a stamp set that goes with it, but I just think the colors and the fruit, I do love fruit. One of my favorite things in the world is someone will cut up my fruit for me. Mm. I made this card and I was thinking, oh, they look like a pair of apples. We're so cute together. I grabbed from the Utterly Amazing, another one of the online exclusives. And so there we go. So we've got 4 different cards this evening. My pick a season cards for my February 2025 thank you card. And then just a fun alternative with the same, same colors other than the red, but same pack of paper. And then just playing around with the fruit salad paper. And so there we have it. Let's check that chat. Yeah, it's just determined that I don't have internet. It is just so wrong. I sure do. But I'm so glad you joined me, and I'm looking forward to seeing your comments later. Okay, yeah, we got to get that out of there. And let me come back. And there we go. So another Tuesday evening. I just love my Tuesday evenings. I was looking, my mom's birthday is on a Tuesday. I'm thinking, I haven't missed a Tuesday yet. So I have to work around that. I think she'll be okay with it. Maybe we'll do lunch, huh? And I can go maybe afterwards and see her again. I don't know. We'll see how that all works out. But her birthday is February 18th. And so, like I said, when you order in February 2025, at least $50, I'm going to send you one of my pick a season shamrock cards. I should say St. Patrick's Day cards and 150 more, one of my stepped up cards. And you do that at my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And all the supplies I use are available to order and listed under the video in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, with the exception of the magnet cards and the pockets. But everything else is. And so, you know, there's less than a month left of celebration. We got all these new choices, but you know how time flies. Can you believe we've already got a whole month of 2025 in plus? So time will go fast, and things are available while supplies last. I'm sure with the new additions they put out there today, they have a certain amount that they have available for us because they are regular catalog product. And so, those could run out when that supply, because they won't want to diminish the whole supply. And in the exclusive celebration ones, as it gets closer to the end, some of that could go away. The toadstool paper has been wildly popular, people picking up more than one. So it's one of those things. I encourage you, even though I'm a last minute person, why do today what I can put off till tomorrow? I encourage you to get on over to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, and earn those free celebration gifts while you can. So it is that time where I say thank you for joining me. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Good evening, and God bless.